Hello, Divine Feminine, and welcome back to my channel, The Journey Back to Ro. This is going to be your weekly guidance for the week of June 1st through June 7th. I believe that is the dates. Those are the dates. Sorry, I can't speak. If not, just Sunday to Sunday. Let's jump right on into this. First row is going to be your mental energy for the week. Second row is your heart space. Third row is your action space. And I forgot to shuffle for your advice, so I will do that at some point during this reading. But let's go ahead for the first row. We have the Four of Cups, the Strength card, Queen of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. So Divine Feminine, what you're wrestling with this week in your mental space is this feeling of boredom with life or discontentment with where you are in life. And this kind of ties into the lesson from the other reading I did today for the lessons. You might want to check that video out. Some good information in there. But I like to see this paired next to the Strength card because that means you're overcoming the conflicting thoughts or the conflicting energy with that comes with the Four of Cups. You know, that discontentment, that boredom with life, that feeling like you haven't or you're not doing all that you can be doing, you know, just bored with life in general and unhappy with your place in life. Paired next to the Strength card, I see you overcoming that energy for sure when it does come up, because I see it coming up this week. I see you putting it back in its place. And by doing so, Divine Feminine, your energy this week, you're taking these gifts, the Queen of Cups with the Four of Cups in the same row. Instead of tossing this gift out, you know, you take it. You don't toss it out. With the Strength card here and the Queen of Cups. What you're doing this week, Feminine, mentally is you're trying to, or you're wanting to, this is your energy, you're wanting to share your gifts with the world. You're wanting to share your gifts with those in need of them, if you will. You may struggle at some point during this week feeling inadequate or just bored with life in general and, you know, the gifts you've been given to share with the world. You may be feeling out of place or you may be feeling lack of direction, but I honestly feel like that energy is going to be subdued this week. And what you're going to be doing this week, Divine Feminine, is really being in this generous and giving energy, whether that's sharing your spiritual gifts with the world, whether this is finances, maybe donating money or donating things to charity. But you're definitely in an energy of giving and overcoming this apathy with life. All right, for the second row, Divine Feminine, we have the King of Wands, King of Cups, the Star, Ace of Cups. And I had to get clarifiers because this just looks crazy with two kings out here. For some of you, this may be two different people. With the King of Wands in this deck, this is a father figure, and these are his offspring. So this may be someone you have children with, possibly. And the King of Cups is pretty much his opposite. You know, I'm going to say that because if we look at the King of Wands, he's the lighter side, which is the logical side or the conscious mind working. And then with the King of Cups, it's the darker side, which is the subconscious working or the emotions and feeling body. So this may be two different people, and they bring two different things to your life. This may be someone from your past, is what I'm getting here with the King of Wands, someone you previously may have been married to or are currently married to, someone you have children with possibly. And then the King of Cups would be someone more, it could be your twin flame or someone you have a strong spiritual connection to, since the Cups is all about spirituality and unseen forces. That's what the chalice is for. For others of you, this is literally the same person and just two different aspects. And honestly, I feel like these two different kings, this is like your dream combination is what I'm getting here. This could be one person possessing these two qualities that you really desire in a partner. You know, the King of Wands is like a leader. He's a strong father figure, a married man. A lot of people like to put a spin on the King of Wands, but in this deck, I see the King of Wands as someone loyal, someone married, very committed and traditional. And then the King of Cups is like an artistic person, someone who's crafty, someone connected to their emotions and the unseen, someone spiritual, perhaps. King of Wands can definitely be someone spiritual as well, but he's more left brain than the King of Cups. So for some of you, like I said, this is going to be the same person. And for others of you, these are two different people. But if you're one of those people who are resonating with this being the same person, I clarified it and I got the Four of Pentacles and the Hermit card. And it's crazy because I was going to clarify these two in the beginning, and then I put the cards back. I got the same cards when I shuffled again. Same exact cards, except the Hermit came out upright the first time and it decided to come out reversed this time. So whatever this is, you're really clinging on to this person in your heart space. This person is all in your energy. All in your energy. And you're so sick of being isolated from this person. I feel like you're clinging on desperately to this person, this situation, whatever it is in your heart space. Divine Feminine. Right now you're in isolation from this person, but you don't want to be, is what I'm getting. And that's in your heart space for this week. For others of you, for those of you who this is going to be two different people for, I feel like some of you, or for those of you who are dealing with two different people, there's a connection that you're holding on to. And in holding on to that connection, you're having to be separated or in isolation from the person you truly desire, the person you truly want to be with. And then we have the Star card and the Ace of Swords. And what I get from this combination here is there's a lot of communication coming in from the spiritual realm. A lot of divine knowledge or insight coming in with the Star and the Ace of Swords. Or this is you really wishing upon a star, literally, for this person to come back around. Because this is in your heart space. You may have gotten clarity over your feelings, your true feelings for this person with the Ace of Swords showing up in the heart space. You know what your truth is and what you're desiring in this current moment, Divine Feminine. And then we have the Two of Pentacles and the Sun to clarify that. I feel like you're regaining stability over your emotions, and you're healing past trauma or past hurt that may have caused some emotional instability in the past, or a disconnection from your higher self. You're healing that and regaining balance with this clarity coming in. If you were in conflict with this person, it may have been because you were unsure about the situation. You may have been juggling your own thoughts and ideas. They may have been conflicting. Or if this is two different people, you were juggling two different people, and it was causing imbalance. Whether this was you were physically dealing with two different people, or there are two different people in your energy, it was causing an imbalance. And you've gotten clarity over what it is you want and who it is you want. And that's bringing that that balance back into your emotions, and you're healing that imbalance. For the last row, we have the action space, and we have the Nine of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. And again, like I said, Divine Feminine, I feel like you're still in the action space. It's kind of mimicking what's going on in your heart space, because you're longing for this person. You're really wanting this person to come back in. You're wanting to not be isolated from this person anymore. You're wanting some sort of communication to come in here. With the Nine of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, you're feeling left out in the cold, Divine Feminine. You're fighting through that with the Nine of Wands paired with this. You're not giving up the battle. And I feel like you're going to be seeking spiritual refuge. So this is maybe through prayer, connecting with your guides. Maybe joining a spiritual group. Some way, shape, or form, Spirit has an eye on you. That's what I'm drawn to. Spirit has an eye on you, and that's why you're able to continue to fight through this. You've gone through so many levels, Divine Feminine. You have 8 wands there, and then you have this last wand here. Well, not the last one, because you have the 10 of wands, but you have this wand here, and you're kind of taking a rest. But the 9 of wands is all about endurance. Enduring the fight. And I feel like the answers you're seeking, Divine Feminine, are going to come to you when you seek that spiritual refuge. It's going to give you that strength to keep going. The torch is lit. So moving on to the 8 of Wands with the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like, Divine Feminine, you're either putting a time limit on communication from someone before you chop the wands down, if you will. And with the 9 of Wands here, it's like, you didn't get that message, or the news wasn't great. But also, this could be you holding back communication from a person this week. You're choosing to not communicate with someone. And time is an illusion, Divine Feminine. So if you're putting those type of time constraints on someone, you have to be connected to your higher self and ask yourself why. What good in it is it, or what good is it serving you and this other person? But I feel like ultimately this is your action space, so you're the one holding back communication from someone. Or you may be placing yourself in this stuck energy because you're waiting on some sort of communication. That's also something here, because we also have the 4 of Pentacles here, where you're waiting for this person. So you're waiting for some sort of communication, and it's causing this imbalance. It's temporary though, because it's paired with the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles. So this disconnect, or this lack, this feeling of lack or being left out in the cold, you're fighting through it. But at the same time, you're waiting on this communication to come through, and you're hindering yourself at the end of the day. You're hindering your own growth, if that is the case. It could be the case also if you're holding back communication from a person. You should, if you feel compelled to reach out to this person, I say you do it. If it's going to get you out of this 5 of Pentacles, you may be fearing, because this man is looking at the 5 of Pentacles, you may be fearing the worst in the situation. Maybe if I reach out to this person, they're going to reject me. They're going to leave me. They're going to leave me out in the cold. They're going to ignore me, ghost me. And so it's keeping you stuck. And you don't have all the time in the world. You know, you just have this life here and there's a purpose you're here for. What are you going to do with your time? Are you going to live that purpose out? Are you going to focus your energy and your intention towards that goal or purpose? Or are you going to stay in your comfort zone and allow time to pass you by? It's up to you, Divine Feminine. What is your heart calling you to do? Okay, Divine Feminine. So I just pulled some cards for your advice for the week. And what we got for the tarot deck is the Tower. Okay. And then we have the Spider from the Oracle deck. And what I'm getting here, Divine Feminine, your advice is if there's something coming to an end in your life or things are being shaken up, allow the Tower to fall so that new things can come in. Let's see. Things happen in life. Things don't always go as planned. So if you're waiting on someone here, Divine Feminine, and it's keeping you stuck, keeping you in a place where you're unable to move forward, unable to make changes in your own life, or you're keeping yourself stuck from reaching out to this person out of fear of what may come. It's about allowing the things that are not meant to be in your life be taken away, because when the Tower comes, those changes are there to help us realign with our path if we've gone astray. And it's going to remove any people, places, and things that are no longer in alignment with who we are or the path we're going on. You know, they've served their lesson, and it's time to leave those relationships where they are, or those situations where they are. And with the Spider, I'm going to go ahead and read this. Spider flies on silken strands through azure skies and brooding storms, and knows that the time has come to expand your horizons. Travel, be it to faraway lands or a flower-strewn meadow, and see the world through new eyes, with the deep understanding that nothing is impossible. Spider sees her world through touch, not light, translating vibration into knowledge. Take wisdom from what you cannot see, and if the fleeting touch of another affects you, acknowledge that connection and allow it to flourish. So like I said, if you are waiting on a person and it's keeping you stuck, it is time to allow the Tower to fall and spread your wings, you know. Go on an adventure, meet new people, new connections. If this is you holding yourself back from communicating with someone, this is telling you to allow whatever has transpired in the relationship, whatever is dying in the relationship, the aspects or parts of yourself and your partner that are being destroyed. Maybe it was the foundation that you guys built on prior to. Whatever it is, this old paradigm, this old way of thinking, this old way of being is being ripped up from under you. Not just you, but this person as well. And if it is in you to reach out to this person, you know, allow that feeling to be and follow that inclination. And if it is to be, if that relationship is to be, just allow it to grow as it will. You know, stop forcing your will. And the King of Swords is someone who imposes their will on people. So whatever. And there's also a globe here. So I'm definitely feeling that Spirit is wanting you to travel and see other parts of the world. You may meet new people You may meet a new romantic partner, whatever it is. It's about not being afraid of change. Whatever is being taken away from you, Divine Feminine, is being taken away for a reason, and it's time to allow that. And then we have the Llama here at the bottom of the deck for the Oracle. Let courage lead you to seek support and overcome a fear of intimacy. So this fear of getting close to people, being too logical, wanting things to go your way or the highway. There's nothing wrong with the King of Swords, but sometimes he's a little too harsh. I feel like Divine Feminine, for a while, you've been afraid of truly, truly connecting with people. Though you may feel like you want to be in love and you want the relationship, there are aspects of you that hold back. And there are parts of you that hold back, and there are parts of you that are just a little too masculine or a little too harsh with those around you. So, Divine Feminine, that has been your reading for this week. I hope you found something that you can take with you and help you for this week coming. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel guided to, and I hope to see you back on the next reading. Bye.